Welcome back to Time to Buy or Sell. Today we are taking a close look at the Folsom housing market. If you have been thinking about moving, selling, or planning your next step in this area, this breakdown will give you a clear picture of what is going on right now and what to expect moving forward. So let's start with a little context. When we look back at the past year, say mid-2024 into 2025, Folsom went through a bit of a necessary adjustment.
That's right. It was moving away from that frenetic speed we'd seen before. Inventory, it slowly but surely
How
climbed.
much did it climb by?
It jumped from about 114 to 167 listings. And what that did was, it lifted our supply from a really stifling 1.6 months.
Up to almost 3 months?
Exactly. So buyers finally had a moment to breathe. They became much more selective.
Okay, so that sort of resets the clock. What does that adjustment mean for right now, late 2025, early 2026? Are we getting any closer to a balanced market?
Not even close. It's fascinating, actually, because there's this persistent tension. Inventory is still sitting stubbornly low.
How low are we talking?
We're only seeing about 2 to 3 months of supply right now. And to put that in perspective for you, a balanced market needs 5, maybe 6 months of supply. So fundamentally, Folsom is still a strong seller's market.
Okay, let's talk price tags then. I saw the median sale price reached $765,000.
Which is up 1.4% year over year. So firm.
Right, it's firm. But here's the detail that really caught my eye. The median price per square foot, it actually went down a little.
Yeah, a slight decrease, about 3.1%.
So what does that contradiction tell us? What are buyers doing?
It tells us buyers are smart. They're being extremely cautious. They're willing to pay a firm price for a great home in a good spot, which is what pulls that median price up. But that little dip in price per square foot, that tells you they're scrutinizing value. If a house is, say, oversized but needs a ton of work, they're discounting it heavily. There's a real fight for quality happening under the surface.
And despite all that caution, homes are still moving fast.
Oh, very fast. We're seeing a median days on market from listing to contract, at a very tight 22 days.
And the demand is still there?
Absolutely. The competition is real. 45 to 50% of recent sales, they had multiple offers.
Wow.
And that sale-to-list price ratio, it's consistently hovering right around 99 to 100%. Sellers are getting their asking price.
Okay, that brings us right to strategy. For buyers, with that 45–50% multiple offer rate, where is the competition the absolute hottest?
You have to anticipate that it's going to be fiercest in the entry tier. So anything priced under about $750,000.
That's where most of the listings are, right?
Exactly. It's the bulk of what's available, and those properties are just vanishing, often right at list price.
Yeah.
If you're playing that arena, readiness matters way more than timing. You need to be ready to go.
So where might a buyer find a little bit of negotiating room, or maybe some better value?
You have to look higher up, the mid to luxury ranges. That dip in price per square foot we talked about suggests that in those higher brackets, you might find a bit more opportunity to negotiate.
Okay, let's flip it. For sellers, we know demand is strong, but how critical is getting the price right from the very start?
It is absolutely critical. We've seen very few price reductions lately. I think only 23 listings cut their price recently.
What does that tell you?
It shows that sellers who nail the price right away get rewarded. They get a quick, full price offer. But the ones who overshoot, who think they can test the market, they just end up sitting.
And condition matters more than ever.
Exactly. Because buyers are looking so closely at value, sellers need to prepare their homes. Fix the little things. Make sure it's show-ready, because a selective buyer will use any flaw to justify a lower offer.
So looking ahead through the rest of the year, what should we be expecting? Any sudden shifts?
No, nothing dramatic. I think we'll see a continued reset towards something more normal. Inventory will probably keep climbing a little.
Okay.
We might get to 3, maybe 4 months of supply by year end. That's partly because of new construction like Folsom Ranch coming online.
And you're forecasting only about 1–2% annual appreciation. With inventory still so tight, isn't that a little conservative?
It just reflects that buyer caution. We expect the market to stay stable, but calmer. Prices will inch up, they're not falling, but the crazy pace will slow down.
So days on market might get a little longer.
Yeah, I expect it to lengthen from that 22-day sprint to a more sustainable 30 or 40 days, which is healthy. Folsom is still a very strong area, but the bidding wars will just become a little less frequent.
That wraps up today's update on the Folsom market. If you need help finding a home, want to talk about selling, or want more information about this area, visit us at wrspg.com. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.